back to City Skylines. My name is Stelio, and we're back on Byerwood. So this is the pretty big city that I've been working on. It's based on the New England city, of course. So we got a quick episode this time. There isn't much to talk about. There isn't too much work, but so what I'm going to be working on right now is just filling out the areas next to the highway on the south side. So this road that runs through here called Gray Street is going to need a new name, but it's going to have pretty large buildings and businesses along it, so it's going to be an important road, and it's going to run perpendicular to the road we worked on a lot in the other episode. So it's going to be a pretty important building on the road on the south side of the highway. The Shell station is going to be right by the highway so that you can get off, fuel, and get back on. So these are really kind of common everywhere outside of highway exits. You're going to find a fuel station, so the Shell station will serve our general need right now. So this ballpark right here is supposed to be a general use ballpark. It's I don't know if it's going to be a little league park or a big one, but it's supposed to just be for the neighborhood and the people that live around here. So there's most likely a little league here and a Babe Ruth league. So there's going to be a lot of, this is supposed to be a park, but it's also kind of with warehouses around it and other stuff. So it's a weird location for a baseball park indeed. But if you look at a few ballparks around these cities, they're also like in weird spots. So I thought this would be a good spot to put one right by the highway with some buildings around it, but it's right across the road from most of the neighborhood. So you can just take a quick walk to the ballpark and go see the kids play some Little League Baseball. So you can tell now, if you haven't already, that buildings are starting to be reused. And that's just because you can't have truly every unique asset, just because I have about 1,100 to 1,200 assets and I'm still reusing them constantly, just because there's so many different buildings that you need and there's so many different things that you forget how many buildings you actually place in a large city. And you're going to be placing, I'm not worried about placing duplicates because you're just going to have to. It's a problem that is not really too big of a deal because I try to space the buildings out so there aren't duplicate buildings, on every other block. I try to get them at least like across the city, but there's nothing you can really do because there aren't unlimited assets as much as there aren't assets of every building in real life. So we have to work with what we have, and thanks to the people that do make the assets because it's a lot of work. As you see, I'm back doing more work downtown, and that just fits into the downtown never is completed, and it never is. It's one of the parts of a city that is always being worked on the most, and I think the downtown for Byerwood really needs to fit all of my expectations that I have for it. So not only does it not fit my expectations, but my expectations are always changing. So this skyline has looked different almost every episode, and I shuffle buildings around, but it's just to try to get the best overall experience and best overall look for the skyline and make it look exactly how I want, because I don't really want to settle for less because I don't have to. It's a creative game and I get to put whatever I want into it, so I'm always going to change it. It's how it is. So there might not be one defined look for the city yet, but there will be in the future. So it's a quick episode. I just want to thank you for coming by. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Thank you. Bye-bye.